We have some news just coming in. British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has sacked UK Home Secretary Suella Braverman. Suella accused London cops of pro-Palestine bias. The remark after London pro-Palestine rally and the remark allegedly inflamed tension sparked a stir. Suella was one of the most trusted and senior aides of UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Gaurav Sawant is getting us more details on that big story. This is a huge development. At the end of the day, this was UK's Interior Minister who's been sacked by the British Prime Minister.
Indeed, this is a major decision that has been taken by Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of England. It's a major muscle flex because Suella Braverman was actually being seen as someone who was strong, someone who was actually coming up very strongly and taking on the radical Islamists in the United Kingdom. Incidentally, this is the second time she's been sacked as the Home Minister or the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom. You'd recall she'd been sacked once earlier by Liz Truss when Liz Truss was the Prime Minister briefly of the United Kingdom. That time, of course, it was over some documentation, those some documents that were leaked. In this instance, this is a direct case of insubordination, and it's a muscle flex by Rishi Sunak, given the fact that she's actually gone and said that the British police, the Metropolitan Police of which she's in charge, she'd accused the Metropolitan Police of a very clear bias and double standards when it came to a mob of the radical Islamists or the pro-Palestinians, as many put it. The police were lenient towards them but very harsh on the right wing, and she went and made this comment publicly. She wrote about this, something that both the police and the government did not take very kindly to. Sneha.
Well, absolutely. Also talk to us about her comments. What exactly had she said? Gaurav, just break this down for us. And what happened after that?
So, for Rishi Sunak, he's been Prime Minister for a year. He's tried to stabilize his party. For a year, he's tried to ensure that things remain on an even keel. But once she wrote this in the Times, it was seen as direct insubordination and a vote of no trust in the police. The Metropolitan Police saw this as creating, anger, animosity and lack of faith towards the functioning of public servants. Considering she is the Home Secretary of the United Kingdom and as Minister in charge for Interior Security, if she had an issue, it could have been dealt with privately and not in public by writing an article. Point 1. Point 2, this was also seen as insubordination for Rishi Sunak. He was being seen as someone who's not very strong, and that is why he's taken this action. But what happens after this? And it's not just one, there is a reshuffle. Several ministers could go and new entries, new people could be brought in. But Suella Braverman, given the strong stance she had taken, it was now seen as perhaps, she was becoming too strong and maybe one day challenge even Rishi Sunak is what several commentators in the United Kingdom are saying. So for the moment, she's been shown the door the second time in two governments. First Liz Truss and now Rishi Sunak.
All right, I'm going to thank you, Gaurav Sawant, getting us those details and putting that story into perspective. We have, in fact, more news coming in, and this again has got to do with Israel. Let's go straight to these developments.